Alright, so this happened when I was like 14, so please don't judge me, don't think of me differently. I was 14, okay? Alright. So it was in middle school, right? I was lonely, full of kilograms, acne, depression. So now that I think about it and I look at myself in the camera right now, nothing really changed. I'm still like the same person. I'm just trying to be a little bit less cringy, but honestly probably failing. But I'm just as lonely, just as full of acne. And then now I even have a fucking third eye growing. I've been taking so many exams. All this knowledge just fucking accumulated in here. Like if I pop this one, I would just lose all the fucking knowledge. So I'm trying my best to preserve it, at least until the end of the exams. Anyway, my third eye aside, nothing really changed. Like you can imagine me like just 7 years ago, just like less beard, I guess, which is good. I should not have a beard, and I don't know, different glasses, and that's all, honestly about it. Maybe I like wore sweatpants or something, whatever. So me 7 years ago, right? I had a crush. on a girl in my class. She was at the time she was like the prettiest I had ever seen, right? Even prettier than like fucking Megan Fox or whatever were my I don't know what my I think Megan Fox was like the big star at the time, right? Or Jessica Alba maybe. I don't know if she was better than Jessica Alba, but better than Megan Fox. That was my scale then at the time. And so she was like top 2. And if you ask me about her personality, I don't really know. I don't look like the guy that speaks to the popular girls, right? I don't look like the guy that speaks, first of all. Second of all, speaks to girls, and not even mentioning popular girls, the ones at the top of the food chain in school, right? That's why I look like this, and I'm in a room like this. I'm playing life on hard mode, by choice, not my choice, but by choice. And so there I am. That was the situation. I had spoken to her a few times. Like she was nice enough to appear approachable, and like she was approachable enough because of how nice she was that I knew that like I could like DM her or talk to her. At the same time, she was good looking enough to know that whatever happens with those conversations will lead nowhere. Like there will be nothing after that. We'll be talking for 5 minutes, and then we're through, and she just does whatever, and I'm back to depression. And so that was the situation in middle school. We had a project for one of my classes where I think we could like reenact a play or something like that and get additional credit or additional grades. Is my cat just okay? Well, there's a cat there. You probably can't see him because of the fucking trash everywhere. But there's a cat there. I think he just threw something off the table. Very nice. Anyway, so there was that play, right? And I volunteered because I don't know. I guess I was bored. And she does too. And we have like 7 or 8 people, so we go to meet up in somebody's house, and she's there as well. There's like again 7 or 8 people, and she is there. Now 3 or 4 hours later, we already did everything we needed to, and there's like 3 people left. It's me, it's the girl that whose house it was, and there's her, right? And girl number 1, let's say the girl whose house it is, she leaves. She goes to like get some more food or something. So she won't be back for like 5 minutes, I think, or like 5 or 10 minutes, because she went to do something. And so I'm left alone with the girl of my dreams, with my crush, right? And so I know I have to do something. I know that if this is my chance, right? If I let this one slip, I know that there will never be a second chance. I don't know why I think this. First of all, that this is a chance. The second one, there will never be another one. But that's my attitude at the time, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I thought and I felt that was the moment to go. Right, that was the moment to strike. And so in my head, I'm starting to work on this magical sentence that will get her to like me. Will get her to think of me differently. And I definitely managed to succeed in one of those. One of those definitely I succeeded. I will keep you in the dark as to which one, but I think you can guess. Yeah, now we're married. No, of course not. Of course, she started looking at me differently. I'm sure. But I started to think. Right, it took me like a minute. We just sat in awkward silence. I mean, I don't remember that minute. because I was all in my head. Like I was in that room. I was in my headspace, arguing with myself on what to say. Yeah, so I know I have one chance. If I fuck this up, I will never get another chance for whatever reason, I guess. And so I got it. I think after a minute, I think I got it. I got the perfect sentence that will sweep her off her feet and make her mine, right? So my 14-year-old mind thought of this sentence, and I didn't smile. I didn't like say with any like joking tone. There was no like she couldn't be like, haha, it's a good one, or something. Like she couldn't use that as her default response because I was serious. I was completely serious. There was no smile on my face. Well, I will find it difficult to say the line without smiling, but again, no smile on my part, no like sarcasm or anything like that. I'm straight up dead ass saying this. I look her dead in the eye. You guys are gonna be that girl. You guys are very attractive 15-year-olds right now, 14 or whatever right now. All right. I look her straight in the eye and I say, yo, you know volcanoes exist? If you ask me why that's the choice of words I decided to go with, I could not tell you. Even with my third eye present, I cannot tell you what the fuck I was thinking at the time. But this is a true story. This actually happened. There is no proof. You're gonna just have to believe me. But this actually happened. So I say that, and in my head, for some reason, I'm like, mission completed. I've done it. This is the perfect sentence. There's no better way to pick up a woman, and now I'm in. Right? This is it. Right? This is the end of the journey. Now, I didn't even know what I was expecting to get or what I was hoping. I don't know. Maybe I just wanted her to be like, "Holy shit, that's awesome. That's amazing. You were so smart. Let's talk about this." But whatever. That didn't happen. She did not say that. What she did say is, I don't know if she even said anything. I think I don't remember her saying anything, at least, because for the next 5 minutes after saying that sentence, I was again in my headspace congratulating myself. I was like fucking high-fiving myself. There was like 5 of me, 5 different personalities, like one pessimistic, one optimistic, and they were all fucking ecstatic, right? And they were all fucking high-fiving each other and, being fucking happy, ecstatic, right? But then 5 minutes in, I realized, wait, conversation is supposed to be like a two-way thing, right? Like I say something, and then she also does, right? That's supposed to be how it works. Well, it wasn't like that here, right? I just said the thing, and then nothing happened. And so I realized that after like 5 minutes, and I realized maybe, okay, I started to analyze my sentence, and maybe there was something wrong that I said. I don't know quite what, but maybe, I'm an intellectual, right? I'm really smart. But, I can't expect everyone to be as smart as I am. So, maybe I said something wrong. Maybe this is not the way to go. And so I decided to kind of make this simpler to understand. Even a brain that's not as amazing as mine could understand, right? And so that was not the way I thought at the time, but I can't imagine me. I don't know what my thought process was. So I'm just imagining it was like that. And so I start thinking how to amend the situation, like how to fix this sentence to make it more, more accessible for the feeble-minded, instead of whatever, for the dumb. And so I keep thinking, and again after like a minute, I have it. Like my time is almost up. Like I can almost hear the girl coming up like up the stairs with her food, right? So I know I have to hurry, right? So I stand up, metaphorically. I stand up, I swing my fist, and I fucking punch her right in the face with this monster of a sentence. Again, look straight at her. Maybe I didn't look straight at her. I just like to think that I did, because it's a very power move. It shows confidence. I look her straight in the eye and I say, "No, I mean like super volcanoes. That's gonna like kill people. Those exist." Again, this is real. All of the things I said are real. And you know how I said at the beginning that I definitely might have think of me differently. Well, I don't think she thought of me before that, but if she did, it definitely wasn't. Her opinion definitely changed after that. So I did succeed at half of my goals, but I don't think it was in the most positive sense. But I don't remember if she said anything, or I don't remember her response, because I assumed that the other girl came into the room like right after I said that, so that my crush wouldn't have to say anything, and so she was saved from having to somehow respond to somebody saying, "Oh yeah, super volcanoes, those like kill people and shit," and trying to like pick you up by saying that, right? Like, what do you even say? That's one of the most embarrassing, I think, stories that I remember in detail. I'm sure there were plenty more that I've forgotten about, or I was too drunk to remember, right? Or I tell myself I was too drunk to remember, and I just kicked them out of my mind. But this one I remember in great detail, and I like telling this story. But it does make me. It does make me. But it does make my heart and my brain hurt. It is not a nice story. Why fucking volcanoes? Retard.